Okay, you're welcome. Um, we're gonna do something. I think this will be very interesting. You can we can enjoy this analysis. Uh, I had done a couple of things, but this much of very joyful dataset was not picked in my early analysis. So I'm gonna demonstrate. This will be something different, quite different rather than demonstration, because we are going to do this. You all can do this with me, right? Okay. I'll be talking about all basics um, from very uh, based on very basic syntax, even this will work on beginners too, right? Okay, now I'm going to do it with the help of RStudio as usual then, and this format is RMD. You can work with R format, right? Okay, somehow this quite easy uh, because it's just like a compiler rather than uh, sorry, this is an interpreter. Not actually, this is not an interpreter, but this looks like an interpreter rather than a compiler, right? Okay, so I can edit it as I wish. Therefore, I'm going to use RMD. So first of all, I want to give you some introduction on this. Today we are going to talk about wines. The dataset is revolving around wine. So there are so many open source platforms for downloading these type of datasets. So today I picked a dataset named wine. Right? There are two types of wines. They are. Let me access this. They are made of two types of wine, red and white, right? There are some more categories, but in this case, we have taken only red and white, right? Okay. Let me find out this. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Let's find it. Let's find it. Okay. Let's open the project file location, right? Okay. Right now, here I have two data sets, right? Two CSV files. Let me open it and show you what about those attributes. You can see the first attribute is just fixed acidity, right? Then the volatile acidity, citric acid, and residual sugar, fluorides, free sugar, free sulfoxide. Actually, I'm not aware of all these chemical components after a long time, so I cannot give you some advices on these chemical parts. Just I'm giving you some idea about how to do this using statistic and probability with the help of our programming, right? So that's what I'm going to do. So density. You know that up to this attribute there are some chemical components, how they are mixed. So I hope to give you some idea by contacting a doctor about the contribution of all these chemical components uh, for a white, right? Okay. So the density, uh, pH is uh, it's an indicator. We can get an idea about the acidity acidic concentration, H plus concentration. I think logarithm involving the logarithm value of H plus, uh, we can find out a pH value. And sulfates, alcohol, and the quality. Right. I don't know how they have classified it, how they have given the quality. Right. Somehow, um, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you a couple of things today. I cannot show you everything what we can do regarding this data set today, but I try to do my best today. Let's see. Right. Okay. Now I have this type of one more data set. This type. Right. This is for red wine, and the other one is for white wine. Right. Okay. This is for red wine and the other one is for white wine. We are having same attributes, same variables, and that there is attached to it, right? Okay. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I have to set my directory. Simply, we can copy this directory and here type set wd, right? Okay, inside it, paste it. You want to change these classes into the opposite direction of that, right? Okay, now let's check it. Yeah, okay, it's working. Yeah, okay. Now I must be able to load my dataset. Let me call red wine as red underscore w, right? You can name it as you wish. It doesn't matter whatever it is. It must you must be able to find out what is the data set, what is the specific data set you have now. Uh, uh, we want to use read.csv because this is a CSV file, so it will be changed up to your data type. If you are trying to load something different, if you are trying to load Excel file, read Excel library must be loaded first of all. And read Excel. This is .csv, right? Okay. But in advance, we want to load library read R because read.csv function is contained inside that library, that particular library, right? Okay. Now, using the same way, white white underscore w. The other data set also is going to be loaded likewise when we do it, and let me show you. I think loading these and just bring some explorer analysis, or at least you can get some idea about how to load these data sets and interpreting it. Let's see, HP, right? Okay. Now we have named it, right? I will run it, but in advance I'm going to show you. Now we have taken these, we have loaded this data set. We have taken this data set into our studio, right? Now it is loaded. It is free from errors. Now I'm gonna use another. You can use the same. It doesn't matter, right? Okay. Now when I ask to show me red underscore wine, you can see. Yeah, this is the data set, right? Okay. It contains 12 columns, 12 attributes, 12 variables, and this much of rows, 100 sorry, 1599, right? Okay, now I'm gonna load. It's a little bit difficult to keep all these rows here, right? Because when I export it into a HTML file or Word document for your convenience of studying this, for interpreting this, once I have shown all these rows in this data set, it's a little bit difficult to study that output, right? So uh, to overcome that, I'm gonna get the head. That means only first few rows are taken, right? As well as head of white, white underscore white, right? So keep this in mind. This is very interesting because there are two types of wine. In our first data set, we are having red wines, and in our second data set, we are having white wines, right? So keep that in your mind. We are having two different data sets, but um when we load it, there was nothing except their names to identify the whatever uh, what's the kind of this wine, right? So we want to label these data sets now, and we want to collapse it. We want to merge these two data sets, right? We want to merge these two data sets now, right? Okay. Uh, Before that, I'm gonna do something quite important and interesting. I need library. Even we can do with the help of default functions. We have a couple of default functions to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find out some central tendency measurements of each of these attributes. For example, mean is a central tendency measurement. What are the others? Median, modes, and etc. Rather than me, right? You guys can explain me if something, if you feel like I have made something decisions, you can inform me, right? You can let me know. Right, okay, now I'm gonna load scheme R. I'm falling in love of this scheme R library. Uh, in my earlier couple of projects, I have depended on this scheme R library to interpret these exploratory analysis basic central tendency measurements are shown, visualized, interpreted with the help of scheme R. So here too, I'm going to use scheme R, right? No need to worry. Scheme is the function inside of the parentheses. You want to contain nothing else, right? Underscore y, right? Okay, now this is the most interesting part, right? Scheme underscore uh, white, white, right? Okay. So when I have loaded it externally, when I have loaded these CSV files externally, you see that there were only numerical variables, right? Numerical variables. So with the help of this schema library, here you can see the summary, and the central tendency measurements can be uh, found easily, right? Okay, let me show it. These are heads. These are heads. It contains only first six rows. First six rows. When you convert this into an into HTML file or Word document or whatever is whatever you wish, right? So it will be very easy, and it may be convenient to study further, right? Okay, now what I have done with the help of schema library, let me show you. It shows how many rows are there, how many columns are there in each of your data sets, what you have loaded, what you have contained inside the scheme function. So there are this much of rows in each. In our second data set, in our white wine data set, it contains 4,898 rows and 12 columns. Uh, It contains same number of columns and their names are same. We can do it. We can check it, right? Uh, can see that uh, what are the types of what's the data structure? What's the data structure, right? Let me show you. How in this table you can see scheme variable. These are variables what we're having in the first data set, right? This column shows nothing else. How many missing values are there? There is nothing. There is nothing. That's why it seems it shows us the zero, and the complete rate is just one. That's the evidence. Even we have some more couple of methods to do the same. I'll show you now, right? Okay, I'll do this step by step. Mosquito, right? So this is the mean main central tendency, major central tendency measurement. This is nothing else. This is just the arithmetic mean. You know in statistics, right? And I want to tell you one more thing. There are a couple of means, but as the default mean in our language, it indicates as the default mean as arithmetic mean, nothing else, right? If you want a geometric mean, if you want a weighted mean or something different, if you want a harmonic mean, you want to prepare a function to that particular mean, right? Okay, this is the standard deviation. This is not a central tendency measurement. This is a dispersive measurement. Somehow you can get an idea about the mean and the standard deviation. Standard deviation also is a very powerful indicator which will be used usually to get an idea about the dispersion of distribution. So you can see that all these variables are continuous and numerical continuous variables what we got, right? But the last attribute we have to study that we were given the quality of the wine. It was not a continuous one, I think. I was not saying the uh, history of this data set. Let's see, whatever that is, right? Okay, somehow we know it stands for the minimum value 0%, right? 0%, then 25%, likewise 50%. This is nothing else, this is the median, right? Not the mode, but the median, right? You know, the second quartile is the median as well. It is known as the median as well, right? And this is the third quartile, and this is the maximum value. Right, okay. These are histograms, just the roughly approximated shape can be seen here, right? You know, first variable, what is our first variable? Fixed acidity. It seems symmetric. It seems symmetric. Somehow we want to do, we want to work on that. We want to work on each listing. I'll show you how to do that. Before that, I'm going to show you how to do this. How to interpret a summary without helping without using this scheme R library, right? Okay. Right. It's nothing else, just summary. We have default function as summary, summary inside summary, red underscore y, red underscore y. Let me show you. Wait for only red wine. You can work on white wine as well. It will be given like this, not the table like earlier, right? Because this is the way of interpreting that in this default function in R programming, right? Okay, like this, you can see. If there are some missing values, even they will be shown at the rest of this, at the rest of all these indicators. This is free from not available values. That's why there are no missing values, right? Otherwise, if let's say that there are 100 much of not available values under fixed acidity, it will be shown at the rest of this max, right? After this max, it shows in A values 100, that much of values for them, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm suffering from cold. Let me check. Right, okay. It's being recorded. Right, okay. Somehow, I want to show you how to interpret these missing values. There are a couple of ways. So there are actually there are various types of functions uh, we can use for that, right? My I'm interested in these libraries, these functions, library vim, then vim colon, then aggr, agree, then inside parentheses, right? What's there's a red underscore y, right? Okay, let's see how many missing values are there. It's been loaded, right? It is stuck a little bit. Um, I think time has come to my laptop. Right. Anyway, um, should not take much time, this much of time. You have to wait patiently. Yeah, okay. If it's not working, I'll meet you on another day somehow. I want to show you some more things related to statistics, especially statistical distributions. Probability distributions. We have so many distributions because normal distributions, exponential distributions. They are PDFs, probability density functions. Even we are having probability math functions, right? So we can deal with them with the help of our programming. Uh, some of you are astonished. If you are not astonished, it means you are really familiar with these concepts. Therefore, I am not for you, right? So, no need to waste your time, right? Okay. Somehow, this is what I expected. We were looking for not available values, right? Not available values in red wine. It is free from not available values. Everything is blue. If there is any not available values, it will be indicated in red color. I cannot show you. There is no, right? Okay. Um, yeah. I can add one more value. Right. Okay. Uh, let's say that, yeah. Um, now I want to show you what I want. Otherwise, this will be longer rather than I have designed. Uh, no. Okay, right. Let me show this. I'll add one more variable with not available values, right? With not available values for red wine. I'm gonna add one more variable. Let's say I'm sapu, then sapu uh, invited commands, not available values, right? Not available. No, don't need to use the invalid commands. It was a mistake. Right. Okay, I have added a new column with not available values. That's why it is indicated by red color, right? So it is not needed now. I have to make it. I want to make it null. That means that is drop. It must be dropped from my entire data set, right? Oh, it is deleted. It is eliminated, right? Okay, now let me load my data set again. It's better to do it like that, right? Okay. So actually, I want to show you something how it's working, so you can try it with your own dataset, right? You can try it with your own dataset. We have loaded. Uh, Give me some time. I think it is stuck. No. Yeah. Okay. Um, right. Right. So like this, we are having some more different methods when we can use. Mm, with yeah, we will have some more methods to this, right? Uh, Most easy the method using default function in R. How to do it using default function in R. How to find out not available values? How many not available values are there, right? Is dot and a not available values. Not available values of what? Red underscore y, right? Red underscore y. This is my data set. How many? Yeah, actually, I did not ask him to count, so he has shown me everything. False, false, false. It means that it is present, it is present, it is present, right? So I want to count now. I want to count now. So inside the count function, count is a default function. Count, right? Okay. Let's count it. So count is not applied. Okay, let's try it. Let me omit that. I'll show you later, right? Right, okay. Somehow, I don't remember whatever it is. Yes, to NA shows us how many, what are not available values. So I will count. And this is a logical one. So for a logical array, count is not applicable. That is correct. Let me yeah, it is summation of the yeah summation. It is summation. It's zero. What we wanted to get the what we wanted to be added, not available values. But there are zero much of not available, totally not available values are there, right? Right. Okay. So I think you are ready to go for the next step, right? I'll clean this now. Right. Okay. So what do you want me to do next? We have so many things with this data set is revolving around two types of files, right? You know that. So you can answer many things. Uh, can we predict whether it's a white wine or red wine using these data, right? Yeah, we can prepare a nice model. We have so many machine learning models, right? So I'll be talking about them step by step. So it's a little bit difficult to talk about them at once, right? It takes much more time. That's why, right? Okay. Somehow, I want to show you one more thing. In order to, yeah, okay, let's prepare our own question, right? Let's prepare our own question. There are some head of, uh, red wine, head of white wine, right? There are two data sets and they are having same names. They are having same names. That's how the author has prepared it. So they were collected based on red wines and white wine, right? Okay. So already we have two data sets, right? But the sizes, how we can show the size at once. Even you can check it with the help of this data frame. It's too easy. Dimensions. There was a default function dimension of red underscore wine and dimension of white underscore wine. Right? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Uh, so this was shown even earlier, but this is a particular way of interpreting dimensions, right, of a particular data frame. We can show only dimensions, right? Even in summary, even in scheme R summary, we discuss about that, but here we can make it isolate, right? We can trap it as a unique character right now. So, what's my question? What is the question you have prepared for me? Yeah? What's the question you have prepared? Okay, you have two data sets. What do you think? What do you think? You think you're struggling? No, I don't think you're. I think something is struggling in your mind. What is it? What is it? What is it? So what are these variables? So let's check again. Let's check again. Quality. Then you can ask me, can we predict the quality? Quality, right? Can we predict the quality? Once we are given all these variables, can we predict the quality? Yeah, we can prepare a model, right? So, what are the values we had inside quality? Let's check it with the help of this. So quality is an integer, right? Summary of red wine quality, right? Quality, right? Okay. Uh, it's like this. Minimum value is 3 and if the score is 5, it's like this, right? Okay. Somehow, mm, you know, plots in exploratory analysis in statistics, right? EDA, exploratory data analysis. There are some discrete methods. There may be bar plots, there may be pie charts, there may be histograms, frequency distributions, there may be some more different interpretation methods, right? Okay. Now I'm going to use bar plot. Let's check it. Bar plot. Bar plot is the default function, right? Bar plot for what? Red. If it doesn't work, we'll go through histogram, right? Red wine. What we need? The quality. We need the bar plot for quality. Sure, my God. It was indicated like this, so we will switch it into histogram. Because it's an integer, so we will convert that into a character. Then only we can expect the proper bar upload what we wish. This is what we wish, right? This was simulated with the help of histogram, but there is no issue. 3 is with this frequency, right? It's like this. 6, 5. level 6 and level 5. 5, 6, 7. They are coming in higher frequencies, right? Okay. Let's try to count these. Let's try to count these, right? Let's try it. Library, library dplyr, library dplyr. Then what is the dataset? Red underscore y percentage rather than percentage. Then I want to count. I want to count quality. I want to count quality. Let's see whether we can count it. Yeah, it responds as I wished. Right, okay. 3, there are only 10, 681, 5, level 5, 685. Even in histogram, you could see that. You could see the same, right? Okay. Sure, there are some more things to show you. Okay, somehow we will do it. We will do it, right? Okay. For now, I will clean it. No, doesn't matter. We'll keep it, right? We'll keep it. So my first question will be, okay, my first question, I'm not trying to predict the quality, right? First of all, I'm trying to classify. I'm trying to prepare a model to classify, to predict whether that's a red wine or white wine. Once I'm given all these parameters, I must be able to predict whatever the type, whether it's a red one or a white one, right? Okay, mosquitoes are there, right? So in order to do that, first of all, I should contain another attribute. What is it? Red wine color. Color is assigned as red. Now I have added one more variable to this dataset, right? White underscore white, then dollar sign. It's a new variable. Color. You should you should use the same variable name, right? Otherwise, when we try to merge them, it will show an error because our attribute names will not be matched. Once they are not matched, we are not able to merge them, right? Okay. So this is white. This is white. I'll show you heads of them now. Head of red underscore wine and head of white underscore wine. Now you can see nicely one more column is added at the rest of this data frame. Let me check for you. Color in the second data set, it shows white, and the data structure is this character. It's a character, right? It's a character. Right now, I'm gonna merge it, right? I'm gonna merge it. How we can do that? Single data frame as wine. Row bind. Rows are binded. Row bind. Our data sets red underscore white and white underscore white. Okay. White. Let's check. What about white now? Okay, it is binded successfully. You can check how many rows are there. 6,497, right? There are this much because they are contacts. They are binded, right? They are merged right now. So this is what I need for my analysis. So before doing this analysis, I wish to show you some more exploratory analysis and how to work with some more probability distributions. There are two types of major distributions as probability density functions and probability mass functions. Uh, so there are some continuous variables. So using those continuous variables, we can find out, we can uncover, we can get an idea about their PDFs, right? The PDFs are not written. They are in environment, they are around us. So uh, as humankind, as a mathematician, as a statistician, sorry, there's a mosquito. Right, okay, it's all right now. So we must be able to read them, right? So what I'm doing is I'm using our programming to read that, right? Okay, simply I'll show you what we can do. I'm gonna plot histograms for these variables, right? There are 13 number of variables totally. If you need uh, and call if you need column names, call names of what? Red, red, white. You can get it distinctly, right? And you can realize they are saying because we were able to merge it, no need to check it again, right? Because it was worked already, right? Okay. Now I need histograms. Hist is the default function. Hist. This is my dataset now. Line underscore what I need. Fixed acidity. Acidity. Fixed acidity. I'm not familiar about that term. Sorry, right? Okay. It seems a little bit is skewed right. Right. This is skewed right. Okay. Let me use ggplot2. The same can be interpreted nicely with the help of ggplot2 library ggplot2. ggplot2. This will help you to do the same with a very convenient, very attractive interface. That's why most of you guys like to use ggplot2 library. Data, it must be loaded here. Why it must be included. I need what I need histogram and density plot both, right? Okay, I'll work on them distinctly. First of all, I'm gonna plot histogram. Right now, I need mapping function inside aesthetic inside parentheses. X equals first fixed acidity. This is needed, right? So keep this in your mind. No need to contain this wine $sign. Just the attribute name is enough for this, right? After that, parentheses, you can put a comma and you can say fill it with this color. Color is blue. I like blue, right? Okay. Now you can ask to execute it. You can see nicely ggplot2 with the help of ggplot2 it's been loaded right now. I think it is stuck a little bit. What happened? Right, okay. This is what I expected, right? Okay. let me show. Yeah, this is so you have seen in your questions, in your statistic questions, in your probability questions, in your distribution questions, you have seen that there are some questions. You can assume that approximately it is normal distribution. It's a Gaussian distribution. So this is pretty close to a Gaussian distribution, or this is pretty close to a normal distribution, but it is deviated a little bit. It is skewed a little bit, right? It's skewed right. Skewed right. Okay, let me show you the mean. Let me add a vertical line for the mean of this particular attribute. How to do it? Class geom underscore v line vertical line. It's nothing else. Inside that parentheses x intercept equals mean is the default function in R programming. Mean of what? Wine fixed as acidity. Sorry. Not H wine fixed acidity. What is it? It's been loaded yet. Fixed. It is stuck a little bit. You need to get it. I'll copy this guy and paste it here. Right now, highlight a color. Color equals red. Right. You can see the mean. Mean is in red color. There is a vertical line for the mean. It was indicated by a vertical line I have added, right? Now you can see it is not symmetric and it is skewed a little bit. Even we can count its skewness with the help of function. Usually we'll use cos Pearson skew. That's called coefficient for computing these units, right? You know it. The difference between mode and mean, right? Then it is how many times it is just like standard deviation. It is giving us the idea of this skewness according to Carl Pearson's skewness coefficient, right? And likewise, we have so many things to do. So I hope to give you some idea about how we can find out these relevant probability density functions. I'll copy this and I will turn this into a density plot, right? It's nothing else. Instead of this geom histogram, I can use geom density, right? Geom density. I can use geom density. All right. Okay. What does it mean by geom density? It is inside statistic. It's a nice story, but you should know that. Otherwise, you are not fully completed in statistics and probability. You should know what is the relationship between empirical statistics and the probability, right? How the probability distribution is made, how a PDF is made. You must be able to explain that. If you are not aware of that, if you are not familiar of them, I think it's better to go there and study it, right? So there is the integration, pretty small slides are integrated together, and this density plot is made, right? So area under this density function must be equal to 1, right? So you know how to find out this probability density function. We can do it, right? Okay, this seems like normal distribution. No, no, it is deviated a little bit, right? We know this is a continuous variable. Is this a continuous variable? Let me check it. Let me get an idea about this. I don't remember. We have we, we have done it earlier, but I don't remember now. Right? What is the what are these numerical values? Summary, default function, summary line, fixed, sorry, fixed, fixed acidity, summary of this. I think this must be a continuous variable. Yeah, yeah, this is a continuous variable. Okay, let's print it, distinguish fixed acidity, fixed acidity. Y dollars fixed acidity. There are continuous values, right? So regarding this, we can say that this must be a probability density function. Otherwise, if it's a if it is not a continuous one, if it is a discrete one, uh, you have to deal with the probability mass function or with the probability density function, right? So keep that in your mind. It is coming up with statistics and probability knowledge, nothing else. If you are dealing with some binomial uh, scenario, it means yes, no, something like that, win and lose like that. Two scenario, right? Win and loss of an election like that. There are two scenarios. It can be Bernoulli, or if we are trying to do the same with different amount, different times, it will be a binomial distribution. So it's a continuous one no more, right? We can let it be a continuous one even once it's a binomial distribution. Right? Okay. Somehow this is a continuous random variable. So next time I'll show you how to find out the PDF using our program, right? And at rest, I don't know what are the results we can find out using our programming regarding this data set. We can do infinitely, we can do many things infinitely. So everything now will be discussed what I can do, right? If you have something to share with me, you can do it. Right? Okay, I think for now it's better to stop, right?